First Wrestling Views, you guys, here back again with the WWE NXT review from tonight, you guys. NXT went off about 40 minutes ago. It is 10:40 my time. So, of course, Trick Williams, Javon Evans, and Obafemi will be fighting for the NXT Championship next Saturday, you guys, at NXT Stand and Deliver, which is going to be at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then, whatever your time zone is. But anyways, of course, they ended up in the main event. They ended up fighting. We had Saquon Sugars. He was out there. He's a very talented wrestler. Saquon. Zion Lennox. He's another pretty good one. But they all came in the ring and attacked Obafemi and them. It was a pretty awesome match, you guys. I would have to say the least. And so they came in like pummeling hands and everything. But the only person that stayed out there was Osiris, which is the light-skinned guy with the dreads. But anyways, you guys, I would love to see a match between Saquon Sugars and Javon Evans because they have very great chemistry in the ring. It was like reversal after reversal with those two. Also, of course, Obafemi and Trick Williams couldn't coexist together in a match. So that pretty much left Javon Evans by himself to try and fight. But, of course, Dark State ended up doing their powerbomb type thing on Javon Evans, picking up the victory for their team. So I was like, well, dang. And then, of course, the underboss, what's his name? Stacks. He ended up coming out. He ended up popping up on the screen and said he wants a parking lot brawl match. Of course, with Tony D and all that. But at the beginning of the show, they did have a match where it was Jada Parker versus Jordan Grace one-on-one. And of course, we ended up getting Giulia running down there, coming out there, and she ended up attacking Stephanie Vaquer. And before this is the match you can pretty much see, and had a lot of botches throughout NXT tonight. I guess everybody's tired. I don't know, but anyways, kind of not a big fan of Jordan Grace at all. Of course, looks like she was trying to hit some kind of other maneuver, but looks like she was going for a tombstone pile driver. So it kind of threw everybody in the crowd, and of course others that was watching NXT as well kind of threw them off. And I'm like, okay, that was weird. Of course, Giulia, like I said before, she stood over Stephanie Vaquer, holding the championship, and had her foot placed right on her. Stephanie Vaquer said, she wants to have she wanted to have Giulia added to that match, making a fatal four-way. We got a lot of fatal four-ways in WWE right now, as far as these matches. Swipe Right ended up facing Axiom and Nathan Frazier. They are like a great tag team, of course, as you can see. This more was like a cruiserweight type bout match. Wasn't really into the match at all. It was, it was good. It was a good match, but I wasn't really into it, you guys. But anyways, we can go ahead and continue on. Of course, they did end up picking up the victory over Swipe Right, and at least they got their face like an NXT, tag team champions or whatever. But then again, you guys, we end up getting this thing here is what I want to talk about. You hear the crowd during this little video thing. I was on commercial break, and then you can see Vic Joseph taking off his headset, and then the crowd was chanting "Fuck you, Swerve," and I was like, well, dang. So of course, his name with Booker T and Swerve is very crazy, you guys. Of course, Jasmine Nix ended up getting some shine, you guys. Of course, she's always like in the background outside trying to help and all that stuff. So I'm glad WWE allowed her to be in the match. Of course, she faced Solo Ruka, and Solo Ruka ended up advancing into the, to the women's NXT North American Championship match for the women. Of course, as you can see, Hank and Tank, I really don't like these guys at all. These are the most guys I dislike on NXT. Hank and Tank, I mean, they just don't do nothing for me. Of course, you seen the guys, the culling ended up winning that match. Of course, you can see a man tag team match next week to see who's going to fight Axiom and Nathan Frazier. Of course, Most of the guys I already done fought them, but I really don't care about that tag match at all either. Axiom and Nathan Frazier, they're good enough for me. Of course, Ricky Saints ended up coming out there. I really don't understand why it's been a whole week and then the belt still says Sean Spears on it, on the nameplate up there. Still says Sean Spears, and I'm like, okay, like, is WWE not letting him keep the belt long or what? Eddie Thorpe ended up coming out demanding he, wants a title shot at the North American Championship at Stand and Deliver, which I said you guys is next Saturday. So hopefully you guys do watch NXT. Give NXT a chance. I know most of you guys don't watch it, but anyways, Eddie Thorpe made like a real comment and told I think it was either Ethan Page or told it was either Ethan Page or he told Lexus King. He said, "You're just a white tee," which you get what I'm going at, and he said, "You're just hungry." And I'm like, okay. I was like, yeah, that's kind of stepping over the boundary with that, and it was kind of weird of him to actually like set it on national television. Next, Izzy Dame, she ended up winning her match against Sinclair. Match was pretty decent, but the ending was kind of weird. Where when she went to go for the pin right here, the referee hit 1, 2, and then the referee counted 3. But Izzy Dame didn't have like the pin thing down pat. So I'm guessing everyone is like tired of NXT or something right now, you guys. So I know they're ready for Stand to Deliver next Saturday. Hopefully they'll deliver on the Go Home show at NXT. Let me know your thoughts and your opinions on NXT if you do watch it. And like, comment, subscribe. Once again, the Chris Wrestling Views here on YouTube.com. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out and thank you.